Act 42. The Death of Lady Shi, Grandmother Jia. Time: the 19th spring of the Red Mansion. Location: Rongwa Mansion. Character: Grandmother Jia, Jia Zheng, Jia Lan, Jia Baoyu, Shueko, Wang Shifeng, Baochai, Yuan Yang, and various others. Character profile card. Name: Jean Yuanyang. Gender: female. Alias: Yuanyang. Position: Grandmother Jia's head maid. Personality: self-discipline, self-love, and a strong character. Jia Zheng settled down with Grandma Jia and others and went out of the room to wait for further arrangements. Not long after, Shueko ran in gasping for breath and told Jia Zheng about what he had heard. It is said that Jia Shi was impeached for colluding with officials from Ping'an Prefecture, monopolizing lawsuits, and oppressing the people. Jia Zhen's main charges were seducing noble youths to gamble and forcibly taking the wives of good citizens as concubines, even driving someone to death. Jia Zheng stomped his feet in anger, tears streaming down his face. After Shueko left, the chief historian of Prince Beijing's residence came and told Jia Zheng with a happy face, "Our prince and Prince Xiping have returned to the palace with the emperor's compassion. The emperor, out of pity, does not want to punish them and has allowed the adults to continue their position as assistant ministers of the Ministry of Works. As for the confiscated property and the confiscated belongings of Jia Shi, the rest will be returned as before. As for the borrowed notes that were confiscated, they will be verified by the prince. If they are high interest, they will be confiscated. If they are normal interest, they will be returned along with the property deeds. Jiao Yan's title has been removed, and he has been pardoned." Jia Zheng quickly thanked the grace of the emperor, and his heart, which had been hanging in suspense, also relaxed by a large extent. A few days later, Prince Jing of the North summoned Jia Zheng and questioned him about various matters regarding Jia Shi's crimes. Jia Zheng said, ever since he finished his term as an official, he only returned home at the end of last year. He then went to serve in Jiangxi and only recently returned to Beijing. I truly did not pay attention to the matters at home. I did not discipline my children and nephews well, which is truly a waste of grace. I beg the emperor to punish him." Prince Jing reported the words spoken by Jia Zheng. In the end, it was decided that Jia Shi and Jia Zhen would be stripped of their official positions. Jia Shi was to be exiled to the border and serve as a soldier, while Jia Zhen was to be sent to a distant coastal area to redeem himself. Jia Rong was young and not involved in these affairs, so he was released without punishment. As for Jia Zheng, due to his many years of diligent service as an official, he was acquitted of the crime of mismanagement in the household. Jia Zheng was again filled with gratitude and tears. He hurried home and quickly informed Grandmother Jia of the outcome. Upon hearing the results, although Grandmother Jia was relieved, she couldn't help but feel sad and heartbroken at the thought of both hereditary official positions being taken away and Jia Shi and Jia Zhen having to leave. She repeatedly instructed Jia Zheng, "Now that your older brother and Lin Heir's households have been searched, we don't know how much silver and property is left in our family treasury. When they leave, they should at least take a few thousand taels of silver with them." Listening to Granny Jia's question, Jia Zheng was very worried. If he explained the situation, the old lady would be anxious. But if he didn't explain, things wouldn't be resolved. After thinking for a moment, Jia Zheng said, "I originally didn't dare to say, but since Granny has asked and Lianer is also here, I will speak. I checked yesterday and found that the old family's money has been used up and there is a deficit. Now we need to spend money to take care of matters for Big Brother and Jinner. The rent from the Eastern Province may not come in time, so we can only sell some jewelry and clothes to provide for Big Brother and Jinner. As for daily expenses, we will have to plan for that in the future." Grandmother Jia listened and tears flowed continuously, murmuring, "Has our family really reached this point?" Thinking back, our Sher family was 10 times stronger than this, and even they were just putting up a front for a few years before everything collapsed. According to what you're saying, we can't even hold on for 1 or 2 years. Jia Zheng sighed and said, "If those two hereditary official positions were still intact, we could have borrowed money from outside. But now, those positions are gone. Who would be willing to help us? Those relatives who have used us are now all poor, and those who never used us naturally won't take care of us." As he spoke, tears were already streaming down his face. In order to raise money for Jia Shi and Jia Zhen, Grandma Jia ordered people to open chests and cabinets, took out her own saved belongings, and distributed them to everyone. Jia Zheng and others listened to Grandma Jia's arrangement and felt ashamed, kneeling down and crying, saying, "Grandma is so old. The children and grandchildren are not filial at all, but instead have to accept the grace of the ancestors. It is really shameful." Grandmother Jia just waved her hand and said, "Don't talk nonsense. If it weren't for this mess, I would still be keeping it. There are too many servants in the mansion now, and only second master is serving as an official. We only need a few people left. Instruct the steward to reduce the extra staff, and it's better to sell off the Grandview garden and the fields that should be sold, and keep what should be kept. As for the things I have left, just use them for my funeral after I die, and distribute the rest to the maids who have served me." Jia Zheng and others felt even more emotional, and they knelt down to comfort Grandma Jia. "Don't worry, we hope that our sons can benefit from Grandma's blessings, manage the family diligently, and take care of Grandma until she is 100 years old." After that, although Grandmother Jia always tried to maintain her spirits, she was already old and soon fell ill. For several days, she couldn't eat anything, often feeling chest tightness, dizziness, and constant coughing. Despite receiving treatment from various doctors, there was no improvement. Instead, her condition worsened day by day, and no medications seemed to work. In addition, she developed a case of diarrhea. Just at this moment, Grandmother Jia received the news that her second granddaughter Yingchen was tortured to death by Sun Xiaoye, which made Grandmother Jia even more grief-stricken. Thinking of her 3 granddaughters, Yuan Chen enjoyed all the blessings in her life and died. Yingchen was tortured to death by her husband's family. Tan Chen married far away, and there wasn't anyone who could ease Grandmother's worries. Of course, Grandmother Jia didn't know at the moment that shortly after her death, her 4th granddaughter Shichuan would become a nun, a flower that should have been nurtured and cherished in this world, but who knew it would have such a tragic end? These days, Grandmother's illness worsens day by day. Suddenly, she remembered Shishang Yun and asked someone to go check on her situation after marriage. When the person returned, they found the old lady's maid, Yuan Yang, and told her privately, "Miss Sher's husband has a serious illness. The doctor said it may not be cured, and if it turns into tuberculosis, it could last for 4 or 5 years. Miss Sher is worried, but can't leave. She instructed us not to mention this in front of the old lady. If the old lady asks, we should come up with an excuse to avoid the topic." At this point, Grandmother Jia was already in her last days, and Jia Zheng had secretly instructed Jia Lian to prepare everything. After the imperial physician diagnosed her, he also privately told Jia Lian, "The old lady's pulse is not very good, so be cautious." At this moment, Granny suddenly opened her eyes and asked for tea. Then she had someone help her sit up, chattering on, before grabbing Baoyu and admonishing him, "My good grandson, you must work hard." Baoyu agreed with his mouth, but felt a pang in his heart, tears streaming down uncontrollably. Granny called Jialan over again, took his hand and advised, "You must be filial to your mother, and in the future, when you become successful, you must show off your mother." Next is Wang Shifeng. Grandma instructed her, "My child, you're just too clever in the future. Learn to suffer a little." Grandmother Jia didn't know Shongyun's situation, so she talked about her again. Seeing Bao Chai, Grandmother Jia sighed deeply. Not long after, Granny finally took a look at everyone in the room and went with a smile on her face, reaching the age of 83. After Grandmother Jia passed away, Yuanyang felt like she had lost her pillar of support and hanged herself. Shortly afterwards, Aunt Zhao also went insane and died. During Grandmother Jia's funeral, a group of bandits took advantage and broke into the Jia residence, stealing a considerable amount of money and kidnapping Niayu. Shichuan, after experiencing a series of changes, chose to become a nun. Zijuan, grieving excessively over Dayu's death, also decided to become a nun along with Shichuan. Jia family's fifth generation, grass generation. Jia Rong, Jia Chong, Jia Yun, Jia Lan, and others. Among them, Jia Rong, Jia Chong, and Jia Yun, although older than Bao Yu, according to seniority, all have to call him uncle. Remembering water, generation, literature, jade, grass will help you remember the generational relationship of the 5 generations of the Jia family.